Welcome to Success Talks with Rodney Saulsberry. I hope you will support my sponsors who bring you this podcast absolutely free and with limited interruptions. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. I'll get started in just a second.
The reviews are in. The latest book from voiceover superstar and coach Rodney Saulsberry is another runaway hit. Readers from all over the world are raving about his newest title, Tongue Twisters and Vocal Warm-Ups. You can find this and his other titles at the top of the voiceover bestsellers list on Amazon.com.
Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey was born on March 27, 1970. Referred to as the Songbird Supreme by the Guinness World Records, she rose to fame in 1990 after signing to Columbia Records and releasing her debut album, which topped the U.S. Billboard 200 for 11 consecutive weeks. Soon after, Carey became the first and only artist to have their first 5 singles reach #1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart, From Vision of Love to Emotions. And we'll be back after this message.
Hello everyone, this is Sean Daly for dailyvo.com. I want to tell you about one resource I highly recommend for vocal warm-ups because it takes out all of the guesswork and it was purpose-built with voiceover in mind. It's called Rodney Saulsberry's Tongue Twisters and Vocal Warm-Ups with Other Vocal Care Tips. How's that for a title? So in case you don't know, Rodney Saulsberry is a top-tier talent and coach, motivational speaker, and author of several books on voice acting, including You Can Bank on Your Voice and Step Up to the Mic. The book is available in print and on Kindle, and you can find it at Amazon or Rodney's personal website, rodneysaulsberry.com. In the store.
Following her marriage to Sony music head Tommy Mottola, Carey became the label's highest-selling act with the follow-up albums Music Box in 1993, Merry Christmas in 1994, and Daydream in 1995. These albums contained some of Carey's most successful singles, including Hero, Without You, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and One Sweet Day, the latter becoming the longest-running U.S. #1 single in history, with a total of 16 weeks. Are you looking for expert advice on advancing your voiceover career? Are you just getting started in the business? Join the Consultants Club and receive monthly coaching on how to read scripts, interpret copy, and get work in the fastest-growing business in the world. When you join the Consultants Club, go to rodneysaulsberry.com and sign up today. After separating from Mottola, Carey adopted a new image and incorporated more elements of hip-hop into her music with the release of Butterfly in 1997. Billboard named her the most successful artist of the 1990s in the United States, and the World Music Awards honored her as the world's best-selling recording artist for the 1990s. After 11 consecutive years charting a Billboard Hot 100 #1 single, Carey parted ways with Columbia in 2000 and signed a record-breaking $100 million recording contract with Virgin Records. However, following her highly publicized physical and emotional breakdown, as well as the critical and commercial failure of her film Glitter in 2001, her contract was bought out for $50 million by Virgin, and she signed with Island Records the next year. After a relatively unsuccessful period, she returned to the top of the music charts with The Emancipation of Mimi in 2005. Yes, that was a good one. It became the world's second best-selling album of 2005 and produced We Belong Together, which spent 14 non-consecutive weeks at #1 on the U.S. charts. With the release of Touch My Body in 2008, Carey gained her 18th #1 single in the United States, more than any other solo artist.
Has anyone ever said to you that you have a nice voice and you should get into voiceovers? Well, this is your chance to find out how to do that online in Rodney Saulsberry's voiceover online seminar for beginners only. You can find out what it takes to be a voiceover artist. And here's the beauty of this online seminar. You don't have to be there. When you register, you will automatically get a copy of the seminar. Go to my website at rodneysaulsberry.com and sign up.
You know, throughout her career, Carey has sold more than 200 million records worldwide, and that makes her one of the best-selling music artists of all time. According to the Recording Industry Association of America, RIAA, she is the third best-selling female artist in the United States with 64 million certified albums. In 2012, she was ranked second on VH1's list of the 100 greatest women in music. Aside from her commercial accomplishments, Carey has won 5 Grammy Awards, 19 World Music Awards, 10 American Music Awards, and 14 Billboard Music Awards. And she has been consistently credited with inspiring a generation of singers. It wasn't always easy for Mariah Carey. When she was younger, her parents divorced, and that made it tough for her. About her young life, she said, "It's been difficult for me, moving around so much, having to grow up by myself. My parents divorced, and I always felt kind of different from everybody else in my neighborhood. I was a different person ethnically, and sometimes that can be a problem. If you look a certain way, everybody goes, 'White girl,' and I'd go, 'No, that's not what I am.'" Her father, Alfred Roy Carey, was of African American and Afro-Venezuelan descent, while her mother, Patricia Hickney, is of Irish descent. Her mother, Patricia, was an occasional opera singer and vocal coach before she met Alfred in 1960. So we all know that it was Patricia whom Mariah inherited her singing talent from. Mariah has been married and divorced twice. Her first marriage to Tommy Mottola lasted from 1993 to 1998, and her last marriage to Nick Cannon lasted from 2008 to 2016. They have 2 beautiful children. Carey liked to perform with other artists, too. In fact, she did a duet with Luther Vandross. They covered a song by Lionel Richie and Diana Ross called "Endless Love." Mariah also has a great holiday spirit, so much that she decided to write a holiday album. Her album, Merry Christmas, was released on November 1st, 1994. And it eventually became one of the best-selling Christmas albums of all time, with global sales of over 15 million copies. Upon its release, the album's first single, "All I Want for Christmas Is You," was described as a holiday standard and considered one of the few worthy modern additions to the holiday canon. And we here at Success Talks are proud to celebrate the outstanding career of Mariah Carey.
You can listen to any of Rodney's podcasts at any time. Go to rodneysaulsberry.com.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I urge you to listen to future podcasts where I will continue to try and make you better than before. My goal is to point you in a positive direction to success, right here on Success Talks with me, Rodney Saulsberry.